We're now back to those swollen rivers, and people who live along the Muskegon River near the Croton Dam, they're being told to be ready to evacuate at any moment as the waters rise.
Tonight, our own Steve Kelso was along the Muskegon River as a man refused to leave his home. Steve?
Yeah, okay, so here's the deal. I was out shooting along in Muskegon County. Rain is pouring down. I'm along this water-covered road, and these guys come up to me and they say, "Hey, you want a real story? You ought to go on up there and talk to Rich. He's on oxygen, and he ain't leaving." I said, "Well, how do I get there?" I took one look at my news car and said, "Not in that."
Seems there was only one option to get to Richard Baker's house. That'd be on board Rich Young's 1965 front end loader. The rowboat on the front porch gave me my first clue. Richard Baker is a bit of a character.
There's folks gonna watch this story and go, "That fellow's crazy."
Yeah. This fella's crazy. That's all I got.
But Baker's in a serious predicament. COPD has taken his ability to breathe without supplemental oxygen.
What happens with your oxygen tank if you lose the lights?
I'm screwed because they haven't been able to bring me any tanks. All those tanks are empty.
As Baker settled into his chair for the night, his buddy Rich Young and I began a campaign to convince him that maybe staying wasn't the best idea.
How are you gonna get out of here tomorrow?
That boat. That little boat? That boat sitting on the deck.
That sound like a good idea to you?
I'll row it up to the...
I don't know, Rich. Whatever. I'm just telling you. I think it's going to get bad tonight. Wait.
Gonna get bad? The road is gone, the river's rising, Richard's on oxygen, my mic and camera are toast. Yeah, it's gonna get bad.
Come on up to my place or something.
I know, man. I just... Hey, you got an extra room. I got people down here worried about me.
And so, after a ride in the bucket of a front-end loader, Rich Baker is on his way to his sister's tonight. Rich Young says he just couldn't leave him there.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
You worry about him.
You worry about him, and I really am glad we showed up, and I think both Rich and I are going to sleep a little better tonight knowing that we managed to talk him out of there. Those last couple of shots, I actually had to shoot with my cell phone because the fog had just built up in my camera. It's just that wet. And this river continues to rise. He'd have been in trouble in there probably overnight.
Just one homeowner of many that are having to make those kind of decisions right now.
And they're tough decisions. You're in your house, you know. What are you going to do?
You want to stay with your stuff.
You want to stay.
But you got to be safe.
Steve Kelso, thank you.
Thanks, Steve.